out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
91.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
With it is Jackson. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Second down, here's Kaepernick. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On the right side, caught by Green. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And caught right side, Green. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk.
Third and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Calf gives to the tailback high. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Time running out here on the play clock. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protected.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Play clock winding down. Now Kaepernick. Over the middle, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating 1st downs and moving the ball downfield.
Again, it's Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 5. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. A second down throw for Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target. And now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys in the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And Gould is able to put it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it to Sims, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First out, here's the run with Martin. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, I'm going to have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Winston now from the 50. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Winston, he's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half. And
looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. Following the interception, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And the lead is up to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
To throw, Kaepernick. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he's He's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They're going over the middle here to Curley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ladarius Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, 95 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds. And
with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ladarius Green with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay tries. Trying to shake off the interception. And Winston lost the football. And now this is scooped up. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Kaepernick looking to throw for it. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And not great starting field position here for the offense. A first down throw for Winston. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
On second down, Martin. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Now Jameis on second down. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle to Garcon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So he was able to complete the pass, but he's also going to have to shake off the cobwebs after that hit.
I don't know how he saw anything downfield with that pass rush in his face, yet he stepped up and delivered.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Green's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jeremy Curley, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Second down, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. The point after now for Aguayo. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Kaepernick going to throw. And going over the middle here to Curley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Kaepernick. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. He got 29 yards that time. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
On first down, Kaepernick. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Kaepernick to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Carlos Hyde with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. The play clock's running down. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On second down, Winston again. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the red zone this time. Now a second down throw for Winston. Looking middle, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of the tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Time running out here on the play clock. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Play clock winding down. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. They go screen pass to Hyde. Time for a break, and he'll get it down here to the 43. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Kaepernick. And able to find Green. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
To throw is Kaepernick. Curley's got it complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jeremy Curley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have moved down in front. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll get 23 yards there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Josh Huff, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right to kind of play it into their hands. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Kaepernick looking to throw. And going over the middle here to Curley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And quickly they get to the line. Here's Kaepernick going for it all. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. One last shot now for Winston. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the 49ers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.